Simplicity is beauty. So this time we are going to simplify rational algebraic expression. Okay, so simplifying rational algebraic expressions is just like simplifying fractions, wherein we are going to factor the numerator and denominator and then cancel out the common factor. So the same way, we're going to factor the numerator and denominator of rational algebraic expression and then cancel the common factor to have a simplified form. Okay, for example, we have x squared minus 4 all over x cubed minus 8. So x squared minus 4 is a difference of 2 squares. So the factors are x plus 2 and x minus 2. And then for the denominator, this is difference of 2 cubes. So to factor that, we're going to get the cube root of the first term and get the cube root of the second term. So we have this one. The cube root of x cubed is x. The cube root of negative 8 is negative 2. And then to get the other factor, the trinomial factor, we are going to square the first term in the binomial factor. So we have x times x, that is x squared. And then to get the middle term, we are going to multiply the first and the second term and then get the opposite sign. So we have x times negative 2, that is negative 2x. Then opposite sign of that, we have positive 2x. Then for the last term, we have to square the second term in the binomial factor. So negative 2 times negative 2, that is positive 4. And then after factoring, we are going to look for the common factor in the numerator and denominator. So you could see that in the numerator, there is a factor of x minus 2. And in the denominator, there is also a factor of x minus 2. So we are going to cancel this the common factors. So we have x minus 2 and x minus 2. So what remains in the numerator is x plus 2, and in the denominator we have x squared plus 2x plus 4. So this is our simplified form. We have x plus 2 all over x squared plus 2x plus 4. Okay, another one. We have 8x squared plus 10x minus 3 all over 2x squared minus 7x minus 15. So the numerator is a general trinomial that has a value of a that is not equal to 1. Okay, and so with the denominator is also a general trinomial with a is not equal to 1. So in factoring the numerator and denominator, we're going to make trial and error in such a way that all the terms in the trinomial must be satisfied. Now, for this trinomial, the factors are two binomials. So we have the factors of 8x squared, we have 2x and 4x. Because 2x times 4x, we have 8x squared. And then for the last term, we have, since this is negative 3, we have one positive factor and another negative factor. So we have positive 3 and negative 1. But again, we have to consider the middle term. So let us check if this middle term can be satisfied. So we have 3 times 4x, that is, okay, 3 times 4x is 12x. And then 2x times negative 1, that is negative 2x. Now, combining these two, we have 12x and negative 2x, we will get positive 10x. So, since all the three terms in the trinomial are satisfied, meaning these are the correct binomial factors. Now, another one in the denominator. So, again, we are going to make trial and error. Okay, so for 2x squared, the factors are x and 2x because x times 2x is 2x squared. And then for negative 15, we can have negative 5 and positive 3. But then we're going to check if the middle term can be satisfied. Okay, so we have negative 5 times 2x, that is negative 10x. And then, for x times 3, we have 3x. So, 3x minus 10x, that is negative 7x. So, all the terms in the trinomial in the denominator are satisfied by these two binomial factors. So, meaning, these are the correct factors of the denominator. So, since we are done factoring the numerator and denominator, we are going to check if the numerator and denominator has common factor. Now, let's have this one. So, you could see that in the numerator, we have a factor of 2x plus 3, and so with the denominator. So, we are going to cancel those common factor. So, we have 2x plus 3 and 2x plus 3. So, what remains is 4x minus 1 all over x minus 1. So, this one. So, this is the final answer. Okay, another one. We have 2x squared plus x all over 2x cubed plus 7x squared plus 3x. So, in the numerator, we can see common monomial factor, which is x. Okay, so we have common monomial factor x. And in the denominator, we also have common monomial factor, that is x. Okay, so from this, we can cancel x and x. Okay, what remains are 2x plus 1 all over 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. But in this trinomial, can still be factored. And the factors are 2x plus 1 and x plus 3. Okay, so 2x times x, we have 2x squared. And then 1 times 3, that is 3. Now, to check the middle term, we have 1 times x, that is x. And then 2x times 3, that is 6x. So, 6x and x, that is 7x. So, all the three terms here are satisfied. Therefore, these are the correct binomial factors of this trinomial. Then, after that, we're going to look for the common factor. So, in the numerator, we have 2x plus 1 and 2x plus 1 in the denominator. So, the common monomial factor, sub 2x plus 1, common factor in the numerator and in the denominator. So, we're going to divide that common factor. So, we have 2x plus 1 divided by 2x plus 1, that is 1. Okay, and then 2x plus 1 divided by 2x plus 1, that is 1. Then 1 times x plus 3, that is x plus 3. Okay, so we have this one as the final answer. Okay, next, we have 2x squared minus 11x plus 15 all over x squared plus 6x minus 27. So, this is general trinomial that has a not equal to 1. And in the denominator, general trinomial, but with a is equal to 1. But both the numerator and denominator can be factored through trial and error. So we have these two binomial factors for the numerator. Let's check whether the binomial factors are correct. So we have, for 2x squared, we have 2x times x. Then for 15, we have negative 5 times negative 3, that is positive 15. So I use negative factors because the middle term is negative. Now let us check whether the middle term can be satisfied. We have negative 5 times x, that is negative 5x. Then 2x times negative 3, that is negative 6x. Okay, negative 6x. Combining the two, we can have negative 11x. So the middle term is also satisfied. So meaning these are the correct binomial factors. Now for the denominator, we have x plus 9 and x minus 3. Now let us check whether these are correct. We have x squared, so we have x times x, so that's correct. Now for the last term, we have negative 27, that's positive 9 times negative 3. So positive 9 times negative 3, that is negative 27. But when we are going to combine or add positive 9 and negative 3, we can have positive 6. Remember that in combining numbers with opposite signs, we are going to subtract and then copy the sign of a number with bigger absolute value. So we can have positive 6. So all the three terms are satisfied. So meaning these are the correct factors. Now this time we're going to look for the common factor in the numerator and in the denominator. Then cancel them. Or divide the numerator by that common factor. And so with that denominator, divide by the common factor. So we have this one, 2x minus 5 and x minus 3. Okay, we can see that x minus 3 is common factor. So we can cancel that. What remains is 2x minus 5 all over x plus 9. So this one. So 2x minus 5 all over x plus 9. So that's the final answer. Okay, next, we have 2x squared plus 2x minus 15 all over negative x squared plus 9. So the numerator is general trinomial with a equals 1. So we're going to factor the first term. We have x times x, that's x squared. And for the last term, negative 15, that's positive 5 and negative 3. Because positive 5 and negative 3, if we're going to add them, we get positive 2. So all the three terms are satisfied. Now, for the denominator, since this is negative, we're going to factor this out. So we have negative. Then, for the other factor, we have negative x squared divide negative 1. That's positive x squared. Then positive 9 divide negative 1. That is negative 9. Now, this other factor, x squared minus 9, is a difference of 2 squares. So we can still factor this one factor. Okay, so we have this one. Just copy the factors in the numerators. We have x plus 5 times x minus 3. All over, copy the negative sign, this one. Then factors of x squared minus 9. We have x plus 3 and x minus 3. And then, cancel the common factor. We have x minus 3 and x minus 3. So what remains are x minus 5 over negative times the quantity of x plus 3. So this one. So this is the final answer.